We're celebrating all things good. We're the dream team because we didn't allow anything to stand between us and our dreams. Am I here today? I'm sorry, am I here? I think I am. So that means I didn't allow anything to stand between me and my dreams. Let's give it up for grandparents. Give it up for grandparents. Any grandparents in the audience tonight, stand up. If you are grandparents, stand up. Give it up for grandparents who step in when other family members step out.
As Dr. Brown told you, that my mother was addicted to substance, drugs. We've been touring around to your kids' schools and we've been instilling good things in them and telling them that, number one, drugs are bad. There's no positive things that you get out of drugs. Now, because my mother loved that thing more than she loved me, I was taken away from her as a child. And my grandmother took care of me. They really, really tried to make it work because I always had a hole in my heart. As a young child, I didn't understand why my mother was not around. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. In my path, I had the best grandmother there could ever be.
I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Yeah. Whatever happened in the past is not my life. No, no. 'Cause no one has the power to make it right. No one but I. But I know one. Dreams do come true. It happened for me, and it can happen to you. Only when each and one of you believe. When you believe, you can achieve. I love you.
Many of us in this very audience, we don't celebrate ourselves enough. The things that we've overcome, many of us carry it around as if it's a secret or sometimes that we're ashamed of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the past is a place of reference, not residence.
And the main thing that I've been wanting to instill when I give these talks is how important it is for you to understand that all of your challenges throughout life are part of your story. That doesn't mean they define you. Your character is what defines you. And I've been so excited to see the kids' reactions that they really understand that. And they get to see and hear about all these cool accomplishments that we've done and all the places that we get to perform, that the Middle East and Qatar and performing for thousands of people and being on national commercials. And that's cool for them to see because it gets their attention. But what we really want them to hear is that we have had struggles all throughout our lives, and it's the matter of how we learn to get through those struggles that has made our story end up where it is today. And I think the most important thing that my mom did was that she understood that it was more important to be a parent instead of a friend. And so she never, never, never gave up on me, and I always knew that I was loved, which in turn made me believe in myself. So I want to say thank you as the 15-year-old that gave my mom a run for her money. I want to say one day you'll hear that thank you from your children, but take it from me today. Thank you guys so much.
Don't think you have to figure out just what your life is all about. Keep on dancing and never doubt, because one day when you're ready, your destiny will be there, waiting to dance with you. It'll all come true on that one day when you're ready. Look up and it'll be there. So do what you gotta do, but just stay true to you.
Good parenting is inconvenient. When you do it right, it's inconvenient. And I see you right there, Mom. I see you. You just going, I get it. My grandfather also told me there was only 3 things you needed to do in life to always keep getting smarter. Everybody repeat after me. Read. Read. Read.
To be an actor and an author along with a musician is one thing. But most importantly, I'm a husband and I'm a father. I've been married to my wife for 11 years and I have 2 kids. Thank you. I have a son that's 9 years old. His name is Malachi. And I have a daughter that's 23 years old. Her name is Martina. And a lot of people look at me and say, man, you must have really started young. Well, that's because when I met my wife, I met my daughter Martina. She was 8 years old. Once me and my wife started to get serious, and all the way up to the point where we got married, not only did I make a vow to my wife, but I made a vow to my daughter saying, don't ever call me a step-parent, because I don't believe in that word. So she's my daughter, and I've been raising her since she was 8. So as a parent, as a father, I wanted to always be dedicated to being there for my children, being at their schools, and I'm so honored and happy to see a lot of fathers in the audience today. Fathers, give it up for yourselves once again, because they say it's hard for us to come out, to different functions like this. Yeah, definition of a dedicated father. I thank God for the position, it's a true honor. Looking at my son in his eyes, I remember when he first told me, give him high five. Malachi was only 2 years old. Now he 9. Oh Lord, I must be getting old. Time flies when you busy on your grind as a man supporting your family all the time. Remember when we did the first video? Fatherhood was a masterpiece, truly dope. It gave hope to the fathers all around the globe. 106 and Park was a huge platform, motivating fathers all over the place. Fist in the air, fatherhood celebrate. Motivating fathers all over the place. Fist in the air, fatherhood celebrate. Dedicate, celebrate, fatherhood celebrate. All the real men, fathers can only relate. Each and every day on our grind, providing for your family at the drop of a dime. Salute to my fellas who doing better. We can make it through the storm no matter the weather. Take a second, think about it like this. Being there for your kid really makes a difference.
Whenever I'm in front of young people, I always put this on. And I need to tell you why. I was the first in my family to graduate from high school, out of 5. I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what it was. I thought every time somebody put this on, they were about to preach. And then I found out it was about achievement. It was about helping yourself and making yourself a better person. So whenever I put it on to make sure that you know that if I can do it, if they can do it, we say anybody can do it.
Doc said earlier, we're human beings, and we are. We are human beings. We might wear the title of teacher or counselor or parent, grandparent, uncle, neighbor, because it does take a village. But we're all so incredibly important. But I always tell parents that whatever is going on in the home affects the children. Whatever's going on in the home affects the children. That's not any, we're not placing any blame anywhere. But when we talk about some of the effects of a student achievement, whatever's going on in the home will affect the child. Parents, we are our children's first teacher, and we are the most impressionable teacher. So what we do makes a difference. You have to say positive things to yourself, because I know you tell your children when they come in and say, I'm gonna fail the test. I hope you don't say, yep, that's right, you always fail. No, you don't do that. So why do you do that to yourselves? I firmly believe that even in school systems, when parents are engaged, there are things that you can bring to the table that will help your children. Parents are sending us their very best children every single day. There are no other children they have. They're sending you the very best children. I understand that there was a devastating tornado in the physical that hit this area. But there are tornadoes that happen every day. And they come sometimes in the form of mental things, emotional things. And we don't know from whence they're coming or how long they're gonna last. But we have to be prepared, and we have to know when those storms hit that we have to get back up again, that we can get back up again, and that we will get back up again. I encourage you all, know your worth. Please know your worth.